Guys, you're welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial I'm going to teach you on how to cut a perfect jean trouser that you end up having a nice finishing, especially at the waist area, to lap very well on your clients. So first of all, I'm going to mark a starting point at the top right, at the top corner there, right? So after marking out my starting point, the next thing to do is I'll get my crotch depth. But before then, I used to divide my hip measurements into 4. So I divide my hip measurement like so. That's what works for me, but you can easily do what works for you, so that you not end up confusing using the other method. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click that subscribe button and destroy the like button, so that this video will be shown to other people as well. And if you have first subscribed to my channel, thank you very much for subscribing. So I'll mark my crotch line like so. That's my hip divided by 4. That would determine my crotch depth. So this is my crotch line. I'll mark it like so. Next thing I'll do is to get my knee line. That's my knee length from your waist to your knee. You determine your knee length. So you rule out your knee line like so. And then the next thing you will do is to mark out your full length. Sorry, I didn't notice that my camera didn't cut up that part, but I didn't do much there. The only thing is just to mark out my full length, then add about 1 inch for hemming. Because it's a jean trouser, I don't need much allowance for hemming. 1 inch is enough for the hemming. So now the main work is on the crotch line and the waist part. All you need to do is to get your waist measurement, divide by 4, like so. Divide by 4, so this is what you have. All you need to do is to mark out 1 inch from the side, so that you can be able to slant that hip slant or hip cuff, as you may call it. Then you put your waist measurement divided by 4, like so. Then you add about 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches extra for the allowance. The reason for this is you will join this side and also put zippers and other miscellaneous that you cut off. So that's why I suggest 1.5 inches. So all you need to do is to get the same measurement from that 1 inch you mark. Then you minus the 1 inch from the crotch line, then take out the measurement, and then you place the same measurement as the waist measurement plus the allowances you added, exactly from the 1 inch you've minused. So guys, there's a mistake here. I'm not supposed to mark this straight. I'm supposed to mark it with that 1 inch I first marked before the ½ inch I added extra from the waistline. So I'm still going to do that, and then I'll determine this. I'll put my lap measurement here, my lap circumference. Then I'll make sure it's of accurate measurements, and my hip too. So all I need to do is just to add 1.5 inches extra for this crochet extension, so that I can be able to have my crotch cuff there. So, and I've already created that slanted parts. I don't know that my camera cut it off, but that's the slanted part I was explaining. So now I'm going to cuff my crotch, and then it will link to the curvy parts. That's what I'm going to cut. That slanted part is what I'm going to cut through, not the straight line this time. So Now I will just create a kind of slant to the 1 inch I marked on the waistline. If it's for ladies, you have to curve it like about 1.5 inches or 2 inches, but this is for a guy, so I have to take 1 inch out because guy doesn't have curves that much. So all I need to do here is to mark 1 inch from the edge and determine my knee circumference. And also for the hemline, all I need to do is to mark 1 inches, then put my hem measurement. In this case, I want to make a straight baggy trouser, so I'm going to use the same knee measurement on the hem. So having this now, all I need to do is to slant the side to that 1 inch on the knee line and also to the 1 inch I marked on the hemline. The hemline like so. So after having these lines, the next thing is to join this other side like so. Since it's just a straight trouser, I'm just going to mark it straight down like so. Yeah, and here I'm going to link it together with the 1.5 inches I marked here. It's as simple as that, guys. Then you just create a kind of curve to reduce the to create that curve there so that it will balance on the person's body. It won't be too bogus on the lap circumference. So that's just the basics of this front pattern. The main waist adjustment that will make it lap on the person is on the back pattern. That's where you're going to make the moderations to be able to have a perfect finishing when the client wear the trouser. So all I do for the waist slant, I mark about 1.5 inches this time. Then I'll slant it all the way like so. From that 1.5 I mark down, I will slant it all through and create like a curve like so. In that way, it's going to make your waist balanced and looking already like it's already made. So guys, please subscribe to my channel. And cut it off like so. This is for the front pattern. For a jean trouser, you don't need all those middle lines, all this. All you need to do is to get the accurate measurement and make sure you're putting your accurate allowances, so not to, because this is not a stretchy jean, so you have to be very careful in adding your allowances so that the trouser can enter your client, so that at the moment when you're done making the trouser, you won't have to come and lose it again, because it's already a stressful work making a jean trouser with a lot of top stitching and other stuff. Watch out for my other videos on my channel on coupling this jean trouser, about making the back slants, the back yoke for the trouser, and also top stitching the tips and tricks which are going to achieve a perfect top stitching of a jean trouser, guys. So we're done with the front pattern. All I need to do is to fold it out and arrange my fabric to cut the back pattern. So this is what you have, and then you align your fabric, but this time not the same way you cut it off, you turn it upside down. The hemming parts will be facing where the waist was when you're cutting the front pattern. So this is how you put it to cut. Make sure it's at the edge so that you trim out and have that nice shape of the inside part. So, and first of all, I cut it out like so. Now this part I'm just cutting, I can use it for my zipper fly, so I cut it to have that shape instead of marking it. That you can easily mark it out, but this method works faster for me, so I will just shift it a little to the desired allowance I want to leave at the back, because all my allowances will be at the back. This front piece carried my exact measurement, except for the crotch line that I added a little because of the zipper parts. So I'm going to increase so that I will have my joining allowance from every side. It's going to be at the back pattern. Now pay attention to the waistline, to the crotch line here. All I need to do is to minus about 1 inch or 1.5, it depends on how the trouser is. So I'll mark down my crotch depth, and here I'll add 1 inch outside. Watch carefully. I minus 1 inch on the waistline, then I would link the one I minus with the one I added 1 inch on the crotch line, minus 1 inch on the waistline. You understand? So now then that 1 inch I minus on the waistline, I'll add it in front of the waistline, and down to the hip line I will just take the curve like so. It won't go down. I'll just take it like this, and here we go. Now with you doing this, it will give you a perfect finish on the waist. It won't be extra. So now all I need to do is to add about 1.5 inches or 2 inches for so that I can cover the back side. You know, the back is always bigger than the front, so especially with the length, so that when the person wears it, it can overlap and cover the ass of that person. So now this is how you cut the back pattern, to achieve a nice waist finishing. So you can see it's kind of slanted, but don't worry, the moment you couple it, it will lap very well on the person's waist. So I hope you understand this part. And for the allowance I added for the back part, I just added 2 inches allowance so that it can enable me join the trouser without having to touch the main measurement. So guys, I think for the jean trouser, this is the most important part for the waist, and then it's already explained. I hope you understand. So all you need to do is to trim out. You see these 2 inches, make sure that you have accurate measurement in order not to go and cut it and go less of your measurement. So I have this like so, and then I think you are good to go. All you need to do is to cut out, and you have your jean trouser ready for coupling. So guys, like I said, watch out for my videos. So I will show you how to join this jean trouser. It will be on my channel. Please subscribe to my channel and click the like button. Share this video to other people. Thank you very much for watching my video. Have a great day.